It's all the way there.
This is Blue Devil talking.
You know Blue Demon.
Demon. Oh,
Blue Demon,
I
yeah.
don't think I said anything.
No, you're right.
Do what you want.
I thought you told me to.
No.
How late you say last night?
We are playing 25-50 with the $50 big blind ante on Hustler Casino Live. L opens it up with the Queen 10 offsuit in the hijack seat. Everyone folds around to Dylan in the big blind with the Queen 9 offsuit. He's dominated. He calls. Let's go to the flop.
So Mariano's in there, I believe.
You were like not letting me go.
Nope, okay.
Did you come back?
Oh boy. Queen 9 for Dylan, Queen 10 for L, and look at this flop.
That's good. That's good. Yeah,
Ridiculous flop.
Flop comes Queen 9. The dominated Queen 9 of Dylan is about to demolish the Queen 10 of L. Dylan checks. L bets small, 200, which is perfectly reasonable. And then Dylan opts to call. You may say, since they are $13,000 deep, should he just raise immediately? And when you have the board completely crushed, because notice Dylan has a queen and a 9, it's pretty hard for L to have anything. Typically you want to just call. That said, if you for some reason get the vibe that your opponent likes their hand because of some sort of a live read, or maybe because they're really tight in general and you think they don't have too much garbage when they raise pre-flop and when they bet the flop, well then maybe you can just raise immediately because they're going to have a lot of pairs, draws, and queens. If that's the case, just put in the money, right? That said, I would have called in Dylan's shoes to make sure that L stays in the pot with all of his junk, which may or may not feel inclined to continue bluffing on the turn and river. Let's see what the turn brings.
Yeah, the bump up. Yeah. Well, that's good.
And Dylan should be stacking L here.
The turn is a 3. Dylan checks, as he should do with his entire range, and then somehow, someway, L checks it back. I cannot fathom checking it back in this scenario, especially when the turn brings the 3 of diamonds, putting up a backdoor flush draw. When you do bet the flop, a lot of players are going to continue with any sort of backdoor draw, any queen, any 9, any pair, all of which will feel somewhat inclined to continue calling. And this is a spot where Queen 10 is pretty much the effective nuts. When you have the effective nuts in position, you really want to bet. Because when it goes check, check, you're just going to have a difficult time playing for all the money now on the river because the pot going to the river is so small. Check, check, though. Maybe he sensed he was coolered. That sounds like something crazy to say. Something mystical, mythical, magical. But I've actually had that happen in live poker a few times where you can just look and tell your opponent loves their hand. The problem, though, here is your opponent could just love a queen. This time, though, he's crushed. Let's go to the river.
What? L checks back the turn.
50-50.
And a disaster river as L makes queens full of 3s. Seems like he should have the nuts here.
That's the manual.
And what's going to happen is that L is going to raise, and Dylan is probably going to jam, and L is just going to call off because it just looks like Dylan has the case queen.
Raise 5. You do open.
5K. Dylan loses the pocket 3s, but basically has the nuts here. He jams. And no way L can fold to this.
The river is another 3. L's about to lose all of his money. You would think. Dylan bets $1,000. L makes it $4,000. Notice, we have a $1,000 bet into the $875 pot, and then a big raise to $4,000. Back around to Dylan. He rips it in for $12,800 total. Pretty strong action. Let's see if L gets stacked.
15, right? Total?
I started with about 15.
That's a 5K right here. He has another
10 behind.
almost 11 behind. So he has
If he folds this, let's just stop the stream and make the highlight video.
What's the biggest fold you have ever made at the poker table? Take a second. Think about it. And let me know in the comment section down below.
Call to chop. Call to chop.
I'll give you 200. And let's wait to if you
What do I lose? Queen 9?
Yep.
If you lose king 9, you lose.
Huh?
If you lose king 9, you lose money.
Queen 9 I lose.
Tom, where'd you find this guy?
In internet.
L, come on, you got to get stacked here, buddy.
He's a good player or what?
I don't know. He's a friend of my friend.
Let's just get on with it.
My friend knows him and I know my friend.
Hold on,
1 second.
long time no play. I usually play the third deck.
If he folds here, it would be absolutely ridiculous.
National Chinese game.
Are you action or high player?
Compared to you, or
No, I don't know what he's
first time I think I'm not really action, but if
What?
I again,
No,
okay,
he
okay.
folded. He folded.
Okay.
What? He folds queens full. Says he's calling for a chop, but you're just going to be chopping there a ton.
Somehow, someway, L puts Dylan on exactly Queen 9 and makes the fold of a lifetime. I fully understand that when it goes bet, raise, jam all in, especially when the bets are big on a board like this, you're going to be shown Queen 9 or pocket 3s. Some chunk of the time, you're also going to be shown a random queen a large chunk of the time too. And I think because of that, you just have to pay. I was sitting here trying to think, what's the biggest fold I've ever made? And honestly, I don't know. If you give me a pair, I'm trying to find a way to not fold it. That's me for today. Good luck in your games. Have fun. If you enjoyed today's video, click the like and subscribe button. I appreciate it. And I'll talk to all of you next time.